Hi, this is Shu with a review of a New Balance shoe for a change. This one is named, gotta look at the label because they come up with all these long-winded digits and alphabets for their names instead of something catchy. It's a T3000 TR4. I'll just call it the T3000, just think Terminator. This is actually a casual baseball shoe. I don't know if you call it a casual baseball shoe. Not a baseball fanatic, not a baseball expert, so I don't know what kind of astroturf or what kind of grass you guys play in. So it's got spikes, yeah, but these are not the kind of cleats that you see in your regular baseball shoes. Not like the iron metallic spikes you see in sprinting shoes or golf shoes. So these are nice to wear for any sports that require tractions, or for tennis or basketball. I love these teeth. These teeth type of tractions are always good. For instance, the Zoom Flight 5 is the first signature shoe for Jason Kidd, which has been a global sensation, reissued 100,000 times over, one of the best sellers in Korea, and actually a lot of parts in Asia. And even Jason Kidd himself, until the day he retired, he actually had them reissued from Nike to wear them again and again and again. The shoe was out in '97 and he was wearing in like 2011 before he retired, so after he wore the Chinese shoe. So that shows how much of a good traction these baseball spike-like outsoles provide. The midsole is the fresh foam cushioning. I love it because it feels like a softer version of Lunarlon, I suppose. But Lunarlon bottoms out real fast. This one, it's got a little bit more durability than Lunarlon. Soft as Luna, but a little bit more durable. But of course, it doesn't feel exactly like Luna. You'll have to try it to see it. But on stepping comfort is good. Walking is good. Running is decent too. The heel, there's a lot more dense foam here. Dense as in thickness probably, and there's a nice heel to toe drop. And the forefoot, it provides you this low to the ground feel, at the same time adequate cushioning. Sometimes you get nothing, zero, nada, and just low to the ground, or just cushioning and you're just way high above and you feel unstable. So this is a nice balance. New Balance, nice balance. Oh, that works. And the upper, it feels like it might be some wobbly, flimsy fabric material, but it's not. This is actually pretty hard. It's the way maybe they weaved some kind of a harder plastic type of material with the fabric, or they've coated it like a hyperfuse material. But yeah, it's nice. It's flexible but firm and durable. So you don't have to worry about making extra lace loops and this upper material disintegrating or being destroyed. So that's a good plus for me, because I'm going to put extra lace loops here to provide some knockdown, because the toe box are a little bit high and I want them to sit on my foot nicely and wrap around my feet, so my toes won't be like wriggling all over the place. It's not extra. This is actually extra wide, but it still felt a little bit narrow at the tip. It's got a very sharp nose, I suppose. So I went up half a size. This is size 9.5 instead of my usual 9.5. But the toe box, of course, that's an issue. I'm gonna have to put extra laces and tighten them down. Yeah, a nice little N&B logo instead of just the average, ordinary N here. I think this is a nicer logo than just the plain old N. There's this hardwood type of motif colored plastic here, so it feels like it's supposed to be some kind of indoorsy sports shoe, but it's a baseball shoe. I guess this is supposed to represent not hardwood, but maybe a baseball bat material. I don't know what other wooden materials you used in baseball. Educate me. They do have a nice little firmer plastic or TPU coating here, so that you get a little bit more extra lockdown on your midfoot. And interestingly, the tongue has a nice little gimmick called the insert loop here. So when you actually tie things up in a knot, you can hide them up in here so that it won't come loose. Yeah, it's small, but very kind and very wise and very useful addition to the shoe. The heel is a little bit higher than usual, so it protects your Achilles, but at the same time doesn't get in the way or provide any kind of chafing. A nice little padding around the ankle, so the colors are great. It weighs only about what was it? Really lightweight, slightly over 300 grams. Yeah, like 300, 330, 340 grams for a size 9.5. So that's really lightweight. Considering all this spike and rubber outsole that's used. Fresh foam is great. If you're a fan of the Kawhi Leonard's new shoes, I personally am very curious to find out what it feels like. A lot of reviewers are saying that it's not something incredible. The traction is decent. The design is monumental because Kawhi ditched Nike and kind of gave the finger to the king, LeBron James, I suppose. So it's a double, triple whammy to the Jordan brand as well, and went to New Balance. The Omni ones of the Kawhi Leonard, every color has been sold out so far. The latest one, this hot pink type of color, apparently this one's got some stock, but still the retail price I think is like close to $200. And if you ship it overseas, then the shipping and the tax and whatnot, so it probably adds up to something close to $300 for an unvalidated, unproven New Balance shoes. So this one, it cost me like, how much was it, like $50? So there's a difference, the huge disparity there between the new Kawhis and other New Balances. But the fresh foam is actually softer than the fuel cell used in the Kawhi Omni ones. The runners that use fuel cells are a little bit firmer, but a little bit bouncier, I suppose. But I personally prefer the fresh foam. It just soaks you in, at the same time provides some degree of energy return. I like the comfort. The fuel cell is not bad too, but once they use it in basketball shoes, like they do with the Currys, for the Currys, the hover cushioning is soft to the touch for the runners, and when they put in the Currys, they feel as hard as rock. Something similar is what I expect from the Kawhi Omnis. Probably not as bad as the Currys, but the fuel cell for the runners are going to be much softer. The fuel cell for the Kawhi Omni ones probably won't feel as soft or responsive.